everybody, welcome back. My name is Maddie and you are watching Madziasims. So this is going to be a really fun build. I have not done something like this before. I usually make a lot of houses. I did make a coffee shop a while back. So that was kind of outside of my comfort zone. But this one was definitely a really fun one to do. It is a wedding venue. So I chose to do it in Oasis Springs so that it was kind of like a desert feel with some palm trees and some exotic plants. But I also wanted it to be very contemporary and just have a lot of space for the party after the venue. So I really wanted to add some special features to this build to make it super fun to have a wedding in this venue. So as you can see, I did not film the first part where I was kind of placing what I wanted around the lot just to kind of format it for the build. But I did do that whole front section where there's the entryway with the plants on the sides and that little coffee shop area, which is so cute. It's that little, you can actually just put the coffee cart into the build. I didn't have to make that or anything. So that was super cool. And then you can have somebody come and work it as well during the wedding, which would be so fun. I really want to have coffee at my wedding because I'm such a coffee lover that I just felt like it was such a fun touch to add to this venue. So as you can see, I really wanted there to be a lot of natural lighting in this wedding venue. So I kept a lot of windows, huge ones on both sides, so that they had really good lighting. Probably if you had a sunset wedding, that would be the prettiest. Just lighting outside as you're getting married. But I just did the structure of the venue. I haven't gone inside yet, and I wanted to finish the outdoor areas. So I decided to go next to the bar area. As you see, I placed a bar and two planters on either side, which I end up changing in the end. There's still planters in the end, but they just look a little different. And I also added that awning up there just to give some shade over the bar area for anybody working at the bar. And of course, I needed some seating for guests at the wedding to just sit and enjoy a drink next to the bar during cocktail hour or even during the reception. And I really like these flower vases to add some wedding decor to this venue. I felt like it just needed some consistency on all three tables and just something that you would normally find at a wedding, which a lot of centerpieces are flowers usually. And I also wanted to make this brick walkway all the way around the venue and also in the back part, just so it was sectioned out as the part, like the area where you were seating or walking. And I also think it kind of just divides the space pretty well. In a while, I'll add something else in that open space, and you'll see kind of how it frames everything, and I really like the way it turned out. But yeah, so here I'm just adding some candles to the small tables instead of the flowers. I totally forgot that I changed that after I talked about the flowers so much. But I also add a bench in that corner, as you can see, and a table as well. And I feel like the big table is just so fun because I don't know. I feel like it was just a good spot for it, and it just all the seating fit in very well in this venue, and I love how it turned out and how many different areas there are to hang out during the reception. I also wanted to add some stools to the bar just to give it some extra seating. I know that if I was at a wedding, if I was getting a drink, I'd just want to be chilling at the bar while I waited, or if I was talking to somebody just to have somewhere to sit. And I feel like the Sims really love to sit at the bar and talk to the bartender and have conversations with the other guests at the wedding. So I feel like it's just a really good communal space. And then as you see, I do change the color of those couches to be green. I feel like it matches the aesthetic of this build. It's a lot of black, white, and some neutral brown tones, as well as some pops of green, just with the plants all around it. I feel like it's very lush and just very comforting. I don't know. I really like the vibes in this venue is what I'm trying to say. But over here, I really wanted to make a dance floor. So for this reception area, I knew that they probably have some cake, have some drinks, sit down. But I know that at a lot of weddings, you know, you dance, you have a good time partying. And I really wanted there to be a dedicated space for that. And so that's when I decided to make kind of this dance floor area. So I wanted to frame it in these hedges like the outside, and just to keep it consistent with all the greenery around this build. And I kind of changed the layout of the pathways and everything, but I really like the way it turns out and how you can get in and out from either side. So I didn't know what lighting to do here, honestly, because it looks like it's floating in midair. So I tried to level the ceiling, roof down as much as I could to make it look like it wasn't hanging in midair. And I think I, did pretty well, but obviously from the top or the side, you can kind of see a gap. But overall, it looks fine, and I like the way those lights hang and light up the area. So I just kept them. I feel like it's one thing about the game that sometimes sucks, that it's not as realistic as it being all the way up to the roof area, but it's hard to do, and I just decided to keep it where it was. So here I'm just adding some plants around the wedding venue itself where they get married. But I think I end up changing. Yeah, I do change a little bit of the front area. You'll kind of see me play around with some different ideas and then end up on one in the end. And I also wanted to add some lighting features around the front, just so all of the plants and the entryway were kind of sectioned out and you could see better at night. And then for this coffee shop area, I really wanted to find, I have 2 coffee shop signs, and it took me forever to find the other one, but I ended up finding it, and I just really like the font better on that one, so that's what I went with. As well as I added some really big speakers to the dance floor area, just so that when they wanted to, dance and have a good time, they would have a lot of music to work with. I also just wanted to brighten up the area, so I tried to figure out what lighting would go best, and I also wanted to add some more decor to the dance floor. I felt like no one would really be dancing in this corner, so I added some plants there, and then there's where I changed the planter boxes, but I really like the other ones, the ones that I end up picking, as well as adding some clutter to this table, or these coffee tables, I mean. But I really like that big vase and just the lights on that coffee table. I feel like the coffee table is so big, and I just love how there's so much room to put stuff down on it. And then for the bar area, I wanted there to be some realistic clutter, so I added some drink stuff that you would find at a bar, maybe some syrups that you put in some drinks, and then also some pillows, just to add some dimension and depth to these couches. I feel like it just made it look complete over here, and it just looks so cozy and fun to sit at during the reception with a group of your friends, just chilling, having a good time. So I really wanted to figure out what flooring to do for this dance floor. So I went with I tried a few options, but I'm not sure if I end up with that one, but I think I do. I like the black and white and how unique the tiles are. So over here, I decided to move on to the interior of the wedding venue itself, where they'll actually be getting married. So I knew that I wanted there to be a wedding arch. So I tried this one for a while and then end up changing it, but I obviously really love this one, so I go back to it in the end. I just couldn't get away from it. I really love how it looks. And then midway through this interior build, I decided I need there to be some bathrooms in this area. So I decided to add the already made public restrooms so that it was just easy and the Sims could go to the restroom anytime they needed. And then also I wanted to add some lighting to each area just to make sure that it was well lit during the nighttime, and I feel like the lighting just adds a lot of cool dimension to the build, and it's just fun to have those different areas where the Sims can hang out. So I wanted there to be a raised platform kind of stage thing up front for the bride and groom to stand on, or the bride and bride, or the groom and the groom, whatever combo you have, so they can stand on that stage. And then I wanted there to be some lighting up there as well, but I had a hard time picking it, and I think I choose these in the end, but I might change my mind. I'm not totally sure, to be honest, because I do change my mind a lot on builds, and yeah, so that's just how I build, but that's okay. I feel like a lot of people do that as well. It's not weird. It's just, part of the build process. And I feel like sometimes you just have to start with something and then kind of edit it as you go. At least for me, that's how I build. I kind of just start with my basic concept, and then I keep adding stuff on as I go and just making it look a lot better. And a lot of times that also includes changing stuff. So I don't keep some of the stuff that I think I will, but I really like how this kind of stage turns out in the end. Right now, it's still a work in progress, but it does look really cool. And I kind of continued with the plant theme. I really wanted this to be a very green wedding venue. There's just a lot of lush plants everywhere. And so I wanted to keep that in mind for all of my decor, especially the plants in that corner. I felt like it just added a lot of greenery to this room that doesn't have a lot currently. But behind the wedding, I guess like the altar area, I decided to put this shelf wall thing and fill it up with plants just to continue with the plant theme. But also it's a really good background for this venue. I feel like it's just a really fun backdrop to the wedding. So I'm just kind of filling it up, changing the sizes just to make sure that each of them will actually fit. And then I went with these benches right here, and I feel like they look so good in this venue. And again, you can seat a lot of people in here, more than I honestly thought that I would be able to fit. And I decided to add these down the aisle so that there was just some like walkway. But I wanted to make it green just to match the venue itself and the color scheme going on already. And then out here, I knew that this area was kind of open, and I didn't want to change the dimensions of the lot or anything because I felt like it was already positioned out well. So I decided to add this water feature in between here just to add a focal point and just a fun stone feature. As well as I added this kind of snack cart just so that during the reception, guests can go over to it and grab a snack. And I felt like, again, the color scheme fit perfectly with this little snack hut. There was like a green option that I could choose, and it just looks really natural in the setting. And right next to the bathrooms, it looks good because it's kind of just tucked away in the corner. But it's also right next to the dance floor, which I feel like is kind of fun because if you just come off the floor dancing and you need to get a snack, it's right there. You can just get in line and grab your snack of choice. So I also wanted to add some seating up here. I thought I might add some tables at first, but I end up choosing to have a lounge area just because I already have some tables in the back. And I feel like this space up here would be more of just lounging time anyways, spent by the dance floor, maybe watching their friends dance or taking a break from dancing. So I want it to be pretty cozy, and I just love those white seats. And then here I make it a lot bigger. I felt like there was just some extra room that I wasn't utilizing, so I just really expand the whole pavilion dance floor area and add another light as well as a rug to the line that you would stand in for the the little snack area. So here I'm just going in and I'm doing some final touches, and I just really wanted to show all of the I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I just wanted to fix anything that I felt like needed fixed or things that I wanted to add, I added. So you'll kind of just see me going through and basically fixing anything that like didn't save for some reason, because sometimes that stuff doesn't save. And I also added this little welcome sign up front because it is a wedding venue. I just wanted it to be more realistic to how it looked as a wedding venue. All right, guys, so that is the end of this speed build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Madziasims. And I also stream on Twitch, so definitely follow me there as well. Same username, Madziasims. And definitely, if you love this video, subscribe and of course like it as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye, guys.